pick here, and they have the Slaughter to amp up the physical damage.
And you have that green side. The OpTic boys have the panel vote, that's for sure. Do they have the vote inside the game? We're going to go find out inside the arena once more with Cuddle Guy and Lacoste for game number 2.
Thank you, Red Eye, here for Green Wall versus Great Wall, round number 2. Joined, of course, by Lacoste. Now, what do you think? We have a unanimous pull for OpTic here from the panel coming into this. I love the late PA pickup, reminiscent of TNC during the group stage play. Are you as in favor for OpTic as the panel is?
Yeah, definitely. IG will need to subscribe right away to 12 months of Dota Plus if they want to win this game. On each player, manager, and pretty much the whole management. It's hard, man. It's they have a Bounty Hunter and Earth Spirit, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't think anyone draft these two cores that can roam around, especially with though you have no tower damage. Even if they are ahead, let's say 15, 20,000 gold lead, if they have it, they can't kill the towers. That's the problem. It's almost a replay of what they did before. They have Shadow Shaman with Aghanim Scepter, but they couldn't even close that game. This game is going to be even harder.
Well, we'll get off to it now. It's the defending champions IG going against OG. I guess in a way a rematch, but this is the new OG in town. Out to our boy Scriff, going to be holding down the obs on this one here as we get into action. SRF, as we could see, going to be in that Clockwork in the off lane. I know something that you've always been kind of 50-50 about. There's been a period of time where, you know, Clockworks have typically been able to do what they do best, even in the 4 position. But here, obviously, IG favorite to that off lane. But that leaves them with the Bounty Hunter Earth Spirit duo, which, of course, as many have said already, feels a bit greedy.
Yeah, the offlane Clockwork is not as strong because when you're missing from a lane, you get that level 6. They know you're gonna gank, so they can play safely. Also, we saw this matchup earlier today when who played it? Male played it on Puck against Clockwork. He destroyed him. He had 37 CS at against 12 CS. That's pretty insane.
We'll see if the repeat story here for 3-3. SRF tries to continue to bump back on those cogs, but our mid lane matchup was that OD versus that DK here. Oh, look at little Q here. Getting a bit frisky. And as we check towards the top lane, a Zai, Pi, Cat, Peter tri-lane. This Razor is not feeling so cozy in the lane, and Baboka as well. You know, your Earth Spirit has a quota to meet in the early game. Just certainly wants to have a peak. He's got to find some kills and some action, so they're going to have to call an audible and begin some rotations, it looks like.
Yeah, when you have a hero like Bounty Hunter, when you have a hero like the Disruptor, you want to tri-lane against them because these heroes are super weak in the laning stage. So that's exactly what OpTic did right now. Already seeing Razor moving to the bottom because he can't do anything top, so Baboka will just leech some XP, and also the combo that they have, Stifling Dagger plus the Chilling Touch, that's so deadly.
3-3. Close to trouble, but obviously orbs away. And we'll pop the salve to heal himself right back up. Zai joins his side in that bottom lane to make things a little bit easier rather, and things will continue to rotate here.
The Clockwork committed everything in cogs. He used it like 6 times to burn the mana on 33. Now he's on the top lane, has no mana, has that mango, but if they decide to dive him, they can easily get a kill on him. Plus, he doesn't threaten the lane anymore.
Here we see that matchup, Peter. We'll probably be privy to that this Clockwork is alone and try to move in a little bit with some extra bit of right click. Pycat 2 will be able to benefit from those chili fingers with the dagger damage, and here we see them go to work. He pops out those cogs, but is slowed down a bit with the addition of that Ice Vortex. Another dagger. Meanwhile, Q is able to secure that first blood, getting the takedown of Zai. Second game straight, we're going to see IG score that first blood.
Yeah, Zai should not be on a bottom lane. I think Puck and Slaughter are not that strong together, so they should just try to get a kill on Clockwork and try to pressure the tower. This Clockwork pretty much has nothing. He's sitting on 4 CS, 8 denies. These are all denies from the cogs.
33 makes his return back to the lane. Zai still hanging around, and the second they see that Puck, swing and a miss on the grip. Not going to be able to get the silence, and another miss on the rolling boulder. So 3-3 simply pops a TP and says, see you later, nerds. Back to the tower.
Yeah, Puck should be careful about using those illusory orb offensively because he's in a bad spot then.
Uh-oh, SRF. Round 2 to try to make it away. Pops the battery assault, but the dagger in the back gets it done. It's Pycat now scoring the first kill for OpTic.
And this combo is really deadly, especially if the game drags. I expect Peter to actually just max the chilling touch instead of going for a cold feet. Maybe just get one level of it, but to max it at later stages.
And because he's kind of just doing a dual lane split, this AA is going to get a good chunk of XP in the early game, obviously putting himself closer to that level 6 bottom lane. Looks like Aggressive wants to walk the dog here. Zai forced to just try to turn and run, but he loses all of that damage, and Aggressive is going to start whipping things home. The 3-3, oh! That grip, so close. Again, though, just barely off its mark. 3-3 begins to chug away at that bottle.
Zai is not doing anything on the bottom lane. He's just being a tool so that Razor can
don't say
steal
that
the
about,
damage.
Don't say that about my boy Zai. He's not a tool. Oh, he might be dead, though. Here comes Q. Walks him a bit. Immediate crush.
He has boots.
Oh, and the roll. But I don't think Baboka has the boulder smash yet, so can't really go for the distance kick. Oh, he does. He does, but it's such a slow boulder kick. You'd probably figure the Slaughter would sidestep it. They'll heal up and cut their losses. Game still even 1-1.
What is the DCNC doing?
28 and 8 on your Dragon Knight.
He was full HP, so he ran back to base. Now TP'd back with the full HP.
There's a lot of items in the fountain too. I don't know if he's trying to start shop, but he makes his return nonetheless.
A lot of intelligence stolen though. He was sitting on -16.
We do see a possible rotation coming out here from IG towards that mid lane. It looks like Baboka wants to get into some action here between him and the Bounty Hunter. There is some slight assistance. PPD has shown up to this mid lane. He waits behind the corner and could possibly spot out the trouble nearby. But if he gets too far from the mid lane, he could find himself in a bit of a pickle. He drops the ward right under the vision of IG, and oh man, he gets so close to flirting with trouble right there.
Yeah, they did the same thing in the previous game, that ward mid lane though.
Oh, but they make their move onto XXS. Frantically, IG look to come in to help him out, and it looks like they make their assault onto Peter. Peter able to step back a bit, and now CCNC puts some focus onto Q. Gets off the Dragon Tail, the right clicks are coming, and they're going to get the finish. I mean, it was a good attempt for IG. They had to come in and help out and bail out their OD friend, but they did cost them their own.
And they're really weak right now. You have a Bounty Hunter who's only level 2 and Earth Spirit level 3. They don't provide that much. Maybe if OD had some HP to turn things around, but if they make a go on OD, they really don't have a kill potential anymore.
Pycat's still the big breadwinner of the CS game now, 42 and 16. Bottom crushes out onto 2. Follow-up silence is there, but they put their focus onto 3-3, and he can't make it away. Can't simply zap down within those trees. IG even the game now 2-2.
They should either rotate Peter on the bottom lane or just abandon it completely and let Puck do his own things. Pressure the mid tower. Mid tower is pretty low. Dragon Knight ulti is up in 40 seconds.
Turn around, Ice Vortex to slow him down. Zai looking to get close enough. A rolling boulder in from Baboka. Gets a beautiful connection with the boulder smash to slow them all down, but Zai looking to turn it back the other way. There's the crush. One more right click. Peter secures that one. And even though it was a good lead in from IG, it's OpTic who walk away the victor.
Yeah, and you have a Clockwork on the top lane who's level 5 against level 6.5 Phantom Assassin, who's gonna have phase boots once she uses the Courier. Pretty hard to even go on a Phantom Assassin. If you fully commit when you get level 6, she can use a Phantom Strike on the creeps and just get out. So once Clockwork starts missing, it's gonna be easy to spot the gank coming on from IG.
Well, for a while there, OpTic were helping out to the bottom lane, but it looks like they brought their attention back towards the mid. A possible smoke movement to come out between Zai and Peter here. Or maybe just another potential ambush.
Yeah, Q wants
onto the OD. Q slides through one side while OpTic slide to the other. XXS, if he pushes his luck too far forward, could find himself in a bit of trouble here. CCNC gives the signal, pops the Dragon Form, moves in. Oh, not a connection from Zai with the crush, but it's not going to matter. It looks like they should be able to get the finish regardless. A little sloppy, but the job has been done.
Yeah, 0 DPC stun from Slaughter there.
Oh, Silence onto Puck. Nice jaunt and away, but he goes right into the open arms of Aggressive. And a rolling boulder in. Baboka just all over the place.
Oh, what a gang from IG. They were waiting on exactly where Puck uses the illusory orb.
Well done. They take one of their losses. They'll take one away from OpTic here. And there's SRF. He's got that level 6, but like you mentioned, he's missing from the top lane, so I'm sure communication's there from Pycat, who's just kind of grinning away. I see him on the camera. He's been having the time of his life in this top lane, and that's where Pycat shines at his best. Yeah. Just, you know, ignore me. I'm just going to farm away here. No
I got this, boys. You just need to amplify it. I'm good.
Just draw the attention of everyone else. I'll show up in the later acts of this show.
Well, even if they decide to dive towers on side of IG, Pycat has a TP with level 4 Stifling Dagger. They could easily get a couple of return kills.
Yeah, here they go. I mean, SRF is hungry. Yeah. Hungry to make a kill.
They are hungry because of the lineup they have. You want to make a move with Bounty Hunter and Earth Spirit.
Here he comes from the turnbuckle, jumping in with the old elbow drop onto Zai's head, and they're going to be able to whip him apart. Aggressive grabs that one. You do rock, Baboka. Nice catch there. 33 is going to obviously fend off from the incoming gank. Meanwhile, DCNC here, as we see at the mid lane, being stalked a bit from Q. Oh, they're actually diving in now for 3-3. Baboka rolls on into action. Zai walks in. Nice boulder smash from Baboka, though. Stops Zai in his tracks. They're going to be able to get that finish on the 3-3. Zai waits for their return, but he keeps pump faking. That crush does not go for the commitment. Uh-oh. Q's here.
I'm surprised the Pycat didn't TP first, but he will get the tower on top. With Ring of Aquila, they have enough damage. Plus, he also went for a Demon Edge first, so that's going to be a pretty quick Battle Fury on PA. Mid tower is also threatened, 150 HP, and again, IG does not have any tower damage, like 0 tower damage. Brazier needs to suck up some damage, and that's going to be it. Mid lane.
Here we go, 3-3. No coil available, but CCNC finishes off the tower with the Dragon Form, and they have the space necessary to be able to go for the finish.
So that's 2 towers, and they can easily defend a bottom one as well. Once Dragon Knight gets his mobility item, either Shadow Blade or a Blink Dagger, I think this game Blink Dagger better because he plays against the Bounty Hunter.
So when does IG address the PA, Lacoste? I mean, can you really just sleep on this giant all game long?
I mean, both supports Bounty level 3, Earth Spirit level 5, so they should get maybe a tome on Earth Spirit and try to get some ganks going, because that's their team fight. A lot of heroes inside of IG, they need time to come online, and the both supports are kind of under leveled, so that's a big problem for them.
Nicely done. Well played, Peter. Takes that one away from IG right under their nose. They look to try to hunt out the guy, but he's not there any longer.
BPD missing 1 XP to get him to level 6.
Oh, here we go. Jump in from SRF, and look at that. They actually managed to get the opportunity to go for Pycat. It's not as far-fetched as it seemed. Simple clockwork +1 gets it done.
Pycat was a little bit too greedy there. He doesn't see pretty much anyone of these support. There is Bounty who is farming. He bought a tome, got him to level 6, but after the tower, they should switch the lanes, get Puck back on top.
Yeah, I don't know if that means they need to put Puck either to the top or the mid lane. Maybe bring CCNC towards the bottom. There's another tier 1 down there. I imagine it's something they have on the agenda.
So they want to keep the pressure. CCNC bought drums on Dragon Knight, so that means they want to keep the pressure. He's also going to have more mana pool, and gives him a lot of attack speed when popped with the Chilling Touch, which is a lot of damage.
OpTic congregated towards this mid lane. I imagine they're thinking about making some action happen here.
Yeah, the problem for OpTic right now is they don't have any wards. They have 1 ward on entrance of their fortress, but that's pretty much it. Like, they need to plant some aggressive wards. They want to get these gangs going.
Hard pressure coming in for 3-3. They've spotted him, but no way to stun him. Aggressive's going to have to let that one go. And it is going to be a successful dodge. Space created from 3-3.
Phantom Assassin has Battle Fury already. 13 minutes in.
Okay, Baboka. Immediate TP out. Ice Splash from Peter, but there's no chance they're going to be able to stop that man. Makes it a back and away. OpTic have been just kind of, you know, putting in this buddy-buddy system for the most part. With the exception of this guy right here, 3-3. Continues to be harassed from IG, but simply just diverting the attention maybe for now.
IG wants to fight right now. They have track online, and they want to use the Earth Spirit ulti as well.
They sure do. If they are not going to find a kill opportunity, it looks like here in the mid lane, they might just use it to move in for the tier 1 instead. But before they even get the chance, they might find pressure coming their way. I see a dragon form now pop towards this top lane, and CCNC begins to soften up the tower. We'll see what kind of defenses are going to be forced out from IG, or they're just going to go for a smoke cross-country run.
Let's see the positioning from OpTic.
Oh, they might just miss each other. 2 ships in the night. Zai heads to the high ground on one side, so they'll have the better positioning. Zai, oh, he walks away, but could potentially spot them. Oh, it's an invis. So they jump right on his eye, and it looks like IG may earn their first track kill.
Yeah, I mean, the gold lead is not significant, less than 1k at this point for OpTic, even though they managed to take down one more tower. They just need more time to come online with their heroes. If they take a good fight, they can easily go for Roche as well. With the Slaughter ulti and Phantom Assassin, the Roche just melts.
We saw there before, Q getting a bit frisky, trying to plan a pretty aggressive ward, gets spotted for his troubles from a sentry on the high ground of OpTic, earns Pycat a kill his way, as he continues to build forward for what looks like the Deso/phase.
Also, they're not gonna have anything. This is the draft problem again from IG. They don't have anything to pierce the evasion from Phantom Assassin. None of these 2 cores build into MKBs, Bloodthorns, whatever. Like that could be the 5th item on that, which is gonna be pretty late. So they're gonna need to rely on magical damage output. When PA gets a BKB, it's gonna be really hard to take her down.
Gonna hit the showers here. Still farming the little Pycat up. Q's close though, and so's some of his teammates here. If granted the opportunity, it may look to converge. It looks like OpTic are already out the back door. Out the other side.
So that's a Blink Dagger on a Dragon Knight. He's super farmed.
Yep, he is second in command to Pycat, King of the Net Worth. IG converging, and they want more track money. They have an offshore account that they need to fill if they want to be able to get themselves in a firm position. Otherwise, we could see the 3rd Chinese team eliminated today.
What do you call people of, let's say, Burkina Faso, Trinidad, and Tobago? What do you call them? Like,
oh my God, I don't know.
You're from USA, you're American.
Yeah. What would I call? I don't know. Why are you putting me on the spot like this, all right? I have NA school training here. What were those words?
All right, the easier one for you then, NA math. If you add 5 years to your current years, how much will you have in 5 years?
I am 20 years old at that point. Here we go, Ice Ball in the mid lane, and jumping from SRF finds himself caught within Zai, should be able to get the burst. Slaughter will be the first to drop. CCNC gets a bit of his damage snap, but the coil is going to lock IG in their spot, and now a re-engagement from Pycat. A good force forward, but now Pycat puts his sights onto aggressive. Now it's a bit too frantic. OpTic decide to pull off. IG thinking about pursuit, but they pull off as well. Very touch and go from both sides. Pycat goes for another jump in, but the tracks, they keep building up. Now at this point, OpTic say, we can't do this any longer, and they go out the other direction. 1-1 apiece.
It was a track kill, so gold lead pretty even still. They just need to build the BKBs on side of OpTic. I don't see any big items coming out on side of IG. 4-staff ready on OD, and Razor, he's pretty close to a BKB, but against all this physical damage, I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Feels like the overall theme is just like, yeah, okay, IG, they're hanging for now, they're hanging, but where is this ultimate going to lead to? Well, it's going to lead to the immediate death of that OD. See you later. PPD will pick up the last hit on that one. He's got a killing spree for himself and already put into good use those ice blasts here, but OpTic get another one back their way. And IG really putting themselves in a bit of a ruck here. Okay, SRF Rotations to come, finds the hook, blocks Quinn in his spot. He looks to chop his way out from the cogs, able to get it there, but here comes Aggressive, looking to walk the DK back home. A couple of whips in the back, and he'll be dropped.
Yeah, again, the same spot where Bycat died. They don't have too much vision. They only have one high ground, but you have a Clockwork who can hook from a distance. Then you have also Earth Spirit who can roll in. Plus he has a Blink Dagger and the Invis Bounty Hunter, so they should just stick to their own jungle, unless they want to smoke and invade the enemy jungle.
Oh, Earth Spirit with a Blink Dagger. I guess that's where you're seeing the track money really come into play right now. I saw the Clockwork finishes out that Blade Mail. That could be a bit of a pain in the bum for a PA if caught in the bad end of a right click.
I love how some of the teams board, like they just dewarded the high ground board, but they also place one ward that is close, but pretty much gives the same vision. Gives you a lot of different vision, but also the same one, and it doesn't get dewarded, so you're pretty always sure that you're gonna have one ward.
Good unorthodox ward game.
So that's a Deso plus -4 armor corruption, level 15 Phantom Assassin. That's gonna hurt a lot.
A couple of other items. This one for IG, we saw the BKB pickup now for that Razor being flown out, and a Blink Dagger too, I believe, for the OD. Now he has that extra bit of save if necessary, and double the bit of mobility. But again, is he going to have a way to be able to bring it home and bring the damage, in particular on this PA? Dealing with that evasion is still something that's going to be a bit of a headache.
They have really mobile heroes inside of IG. Razor plus add track on top of that. 700 move speed on Slardar gets removed.
Yes, Slardar finds a crutch onto 2, but then finds himself tracked up in between a party of 4. And he'll be served up. SRF on a killing spree here. IG continue to win in terms of the kills, and they got track money. You know, things feel like it's going decently for IG, but again, you got Sleeping Giants still on the side of OpTic side. Oh, an opportunity for Peter. Frantically turns around with the Ice Blast. He'll be handled. That's 2 now down. Oh, a jump in from CCNC. Dragon form popped. Commits hard onto Q and then quickly flies out the other direction.
Boboka.
Oh, they're not following through here. Oh, there it is. A jump in now from XXS. Gets the Dragon under possession, and they'll go for the finish. Nice grab right there. A follow for Zai will also be fruitful here. IG on the up and up, and the crowd comes alive.
Yeah, that's 4 or 5 track kills inside of IG. OpTic Gaming just needs their cores to farm BKBs. That's it. But IG doesn't have the best Roche lineup, so they're not threatened by it.
Looks like they may finally be able to score their second tier 1 tower in this mid lane. And we'll check a replay here. The jump in, the setup, and the tracks all flying out. You know, a very awkward moment there for CCNC. He popped the Dragon Forward to engage and then quickly found himself on the retreat. Zai comes back and dies just as fast. Suddenly, you know, OpTic a bit unnerved.
CCNC biting nails.
That's not a good sign.
Not that good.
That's not a good sign. It's also not a good habit, so. OpTic maybe feeling, you know, a little bit extra pressure than they were expecting. But now make a hard rotation towards the top. Pycat already there. Maybe possibly looking to bait out the little lady. IG also turning their attention towards the top of the lane. They're only missing their OD at the moment.
So Clockwork with the Blade Mail, like you can feel the difference. I mean, even if it was a position for Clockwork, he would pretty much have the same amount of farm. And plus he had the track kills as well with the rocket. He also used a couple of hook shots to get the money as well.
All right, we have OpTic smoked up. They are waiting for what kind of opportunity they want to go for. Dishing out the scan, it will read negative. While IG used their own vision game to scout out the Roche. Not sensing OpTic anywhere on the map. They know something's fishy. And OpTic refused to move from this spot, just anticipating that IG are going to be rolling up, and they may be. From the low ground, could possibly be spotted. Jumping right away from 3-3. Huge coil going to get dropped right now, and they're going to look for the takedown of SRF if possible. Zai's in there with the crushing, gets it done. Here comes Pycat to play. slashes down IG, and 3 are going to get dropped just like that, and they will move in for the big boy and battle it out for the Roche.
XXS just disappeared in 2 hits from Phantom Strike. They need to buy back and try to force OpTic to go back, but I'm not sure they can.
Can IG find a way to hold this one? Nice jump in from Baboka. Look at defend them off. Aggressive, coming into action, able to whip it back home, is able to get PyCat down. IG are back. Costs them a little bit of money to get into the fray, but they're looking for blood.
Oh, that was a good buyback. I was wrong though. They actually have enough because OpTic fully committed.
Yeah.
PyCat will need to buy back. Roche
They
is
want
getting
it.
super low.
Yes, it is. There's a nice ice blast on top of Baboka. The Roche super low. A cog from SRF entraps 2. And they'll get Zai down. Quid could be next. TCNC to drop here. Aggressive goes for the finish. He's going to get it done. Now they turn their focus on the PPD, and this one's looking all IG all day.
Oh, these are all track kills.
Oh my God, the money. Now the Aegis was acquired from 3-3, but it's going to cost them quite a bit. He loses that extra life, and this one belongs to IG.
That's a full team wipe. Plus they killed the Puck and Zai as well. So Zai is not going to have his Blink Dagger anytime soon. He's sitting on 600 gold only. That's a big chunk of money for everyone on side of IG.
Oh boy. Things really flipped around now for quite a while. A 1K advantage for OpTic. The biggest net worth advantage now belongs to IG.
Well, maybe if they could get some RNG with the crits on the Roche as well, it would be dead. Then the fight would look different because PyCat would be the one that picked up the Aegis. Now they need to reset, and again, they're so far away from both BKBs on cores and side of OpTic.
We'll check this one out again. Looks like a good move onto aggressive, but he gets a nice force out of the trouble into a new position and able to easily whip down the remaining enemies here. And in the meantime, we see 3-3 go for the finish on the Roche, grab the Aegis, but his team already eviscerated off the map.
Also, that was a huge amount of money for PPD. He killed Razor with Wicked 6, so 1,000 gold for him.
But he may lose a bit of that money. They find a jump opportunity for the AA, and there's nothing he can do about it to make it away. And IG just rolling around as a hitman squad, and they're taking names.
Oh, PyCat 900 gold away from that Blink Dagger. It's gonna be great once they get it because of the
BKB.
Arcane Orb. Yep.
Yeah, you were talking about it before. These BKBs can be quite essential here on OpTic, and it's becoming a bit more prevalent.
Well, IG will need to keep the pressure. There's no Aegis, no Roche, so it's really good against this kind of a lineup.
For XXS. They lead it in with the coil. He quickly snaps it to just get the stun over with. Has the force to make it away, but the chase is on, and I don't think there's anywhere he can go. Somehow looks for an opportunity to juke within the trees, but it is going to be Zai who gets the last hit in. In the meantime, though, as we can see, aggressive, able to get the 3rd tier 1 down now. Still money coming together for IG nonetheless.
Yeah, it's great that Zai got that last hit, so he's going to pick up 2 bounty runes, 500 extra gold, because Lardo is the hero that doesn't farm at all.
He has been starving for this Blink Dagger for so long, it feels. Finally, near just a little under 100 gold away from being able to grab it.
Yeah, once they get those BKBs up on OpTic, they should be able to focus this OD. Has no buyback still. With the AA Blast, he should be pretty much dead if they just use a combo on him. Slaughter stun, Dragonite stun, and some right clicks from PA. No save on the side of IG either. Like no Force Staffs, no nothing. They have a Solar Crest on bounty, which will mitigate a lot of physical damage.
Q on this bounty hunter has been bringing a lot of intel for his team, whether it be just through those tracks or, as we saw there, able to just go on these little scouting scouting missions rather, able to kind of give the insight there to IG on the movement patterns here of OpTic, who take their business all the way up towards the top. IG, though, on their own move here, head through the southern front of OpTic's neck of the woods. Might turn into a warding expo. Or are they going to cut all the way across? Yes, they are.
Oh,
boy.
The move that they're making usually ends up in a disaster because you don't want to climb 2 or 3 high grounds. The positioning from OpTic is good.
Yep. They now see trouble could be coming here with the ward play. A little bit of a tussle here. Nothing hard committed. Now the jump in from BO3-Game, looking to get the initial grab on the PPD. They'll take him out before an ult will be there. Jump from Pycat with his BKB, but the damage being sucked away from Aggressive. He's walking onto that PEA and he's going to try to zap him down, but a jump away from Pycat totally nullified in that fight.
Yeah, he needs to stay away from that static link. Also, PPD should be the one staying at the back because he didn't use any spells. They are relying on the Chilling Touch damage and the Ice Blast. They had no reveal for that bounty, that was the problem.
CCNC in dragon form.
Has a BKB.
He gets hit with the silence. Is he going to have to BKB TP out from this one? Oh, I don't know if he'll get the opportunity. Oh, man, Pycat! Where did that hero go? Razor! Now you see him, now you don't. Here comes Pycat, kills another. Where'd this guy come from?
1.2k.
Zai, not done yet. Jumping in with the crush. The Dragon Tail will stop them in their tracks, and suddenly OpTic are back in this game.
Yeah, that's a huge gold swing. They were 5k ahead of them.
Oh my god, that Razor.
RNGesus, let's see the Twitch chat emojis.
Oh boy, Pycat was holding on to that RNG for a while, dishes it out right back onto Aggressive's head, and now they're going to also earn a tier 2 tower at the top, and we're back even yet again, folks. So let's see the replay of that one. I got to see. At first we thought CCNC was going to head up, but boom, bang! 1200 crit there at the end. Razor's gone.
And
SRF,
another one.
The blade dagger or the blade mail already used. Pycat finishes him off easily, and IG just frantic to make it away. Yeah. Youch. That one did hurt. That one did hurt. the nail biting. That means that things are not going so well.
CCNC stopped, and now it's IG's turn.
Oh boy. Okay, so IG back into action now, though. And we could see a bit of a safe play here from OpTic. I know we have a little bit of time before the Roche is back up, but we'll have to see what they look to do. Pycat does pick an Arcane Rune up. Let's see how many daggers he can fend off. There's one. No crits yet, but not even needed. Oh, misses that one hit, but is able to get the finish there. Now a jump in for BO3-Game, able to slow them down with that boulder smash. Promptly rolls away, but another tower in the pocket of OpTic.
Yeah, there's still tier 1 tower on the bottom lane, and the tier 2, they will try and go for it. Both BKBs are up on OpTic, so they can easily take these fights.
Another tower potentially to come. That bottom tier 1 was still standing, and they're going to get this one too.
They should just be aiming for the cores on side of OpTic. Either Razor or OD. Just blink in with the Dragonite stun, follow up its Slardar and PA.
Alright, tower down. OpTic head the other direction. Looks like they're going to go for a sweep here. IG frantic. They get a nice couple of D wards, looking to maintain vision for themselves, certainly in their own neck of the woods.
Yeah, they're all in right now. BO3-Game picked up the gem. No Invis heroes, no Glimmer Capes, Shadow Blades. They just want to D ward and try to surprise OpTic. Roche may respawn in 20 seconds.
Obviously OpTic hoping for a shorter timer here. But IG are getting the pressure back to the side of OpTic.
With the Dragonite being level 18, that Frost Dragon will help a lot, kiting with the extra move speed that they have from the track as well. They have no vision whatsoever for OpTic. They're they're just trying to find the bounty pickoff before they actually start a fight. They know Roche maybe respawn. That's the longest cooldown for the Roche respawn. Almost 3 minutes.
We'll be waiting quite a bit here. See that bounty hunter there at the bottom, sporting 4 wards. They have to imagine that IG are going to want to go into OpTic's side maybe with these wards and get a bit of vision down. They smoke to prep and head that direction. A smoke from IG, and we could see a clash. Oh, IG. They're going to round the corner here and look to hit in possibly OpTic from behind, or no, OpTic now cutting south. These two teams just miss each other. Scan out from Dyer's side, obviously not going to find any catch.
No VAC on both teams.
Yep, they all just miss each other, it looks like. IG just take this opportunity. Look how many wards they're dropping now. All on OG's turf.
Yeah, they want to see when OpTic is approaching the Roche. So with the Lincoln Sphere picked up on Phantom Assassin, it means that she can play more aggressive. Maybe juke the Razor Static Link. Oh, look at the positioning from IG.
IG just firmly hold the high ground. OpTic could be in a bit of an awkward spot. They're separated now, and they're going to go for the weaker links. They find Peter first, and they take him out. They look to chase for the rest. A buyback immediately from Peter, and he might chuck a three-pointer here in a moment. Zai blown up as the hammer is dropped from XXS. He slides himself away on the back of the BKB, and OpTic pull off for now, maybe waiting for the duration of that. A jump in Dragon Tail, and now a move could be made. A stun from PyCat, but then PyCat jumps in. Nice swift save from XXS, but he finds himself in a bit of trouble. The coil's there, and the final slash from PyCat. He gets 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be 3. Then another trip.
Oh my, this man just can't stop the damage right now.
PyCat so religious.
Okay though, PyCat gets another, it's an ultra.
So it was a buyback just from Peter, which means our Roche will respawn 40 seconds. They should go for a mid lane.
They're heading that direction right now. Ooh. Hard shots.
The problem
OpTic.
is, yeah, the problem for IG was that they popped BKBs early on. So after that, the Dragon Knight can play aggressive blink and stun, and he was holding his BKB.
That was such good positioning for IG to start that whole thing off, and you know, you're right, they kind of almost blew their load a little too early. And at that point, OpTic just kind of assessed the situation, backpedaled a little bit, waited, and then re-engaged, and they hit thrice as harder as they did the first time.
Yeah, they still have 15 seconds. So if he uses Corrosive Haze on him, they might take him down in 7-8 seconds. Let's see, go.
Oh man. See, at this point, we see XXS already committed the BKB, and now a stun lock onto the Razor, but we have to get back into it now. OpTic are going for the Roche in the meantime, though. They scout some bystanders here in IG, trying to come up and pose a threat, but they already lose SRF. Peter helps them get the finish, but Boca could be next. Frantically rolls to the high ground and hides within the trees, but in the meantime, PyCat and company finish off the Roche, and that extra life is going to go to, well, the PA.
Yeah, it's falling apart for IG. 1 Rex is down, 2 Rex is actually. Cheese on the Dragon Knight, pretty hard to take down, and you have Phantom Assassin level 23 with the Aegis.
IG in a bit of a frantic position now. They have to pull out all the stops if they don't want to be the 3rd Chinese team eliminated today in front of the hometown crowd. Can they pull out the stops here? Onto OpTic, or is the green wall standing way too tall? That 3rd tower goes down. Focus on the PyCat. They got him with a static link. A lot of good damage. They could force out the Aegis nice and early here. Oh, he gets the jump.
Yeah, this is good for OpTic. Both BKBs, okay, 1 BKB, sorry, popped on the Razor, and there's a double damage. Do they have any urns left? Oh, no charges on Peter. So Shrine is ready though, so they can, and I mean, PA has a lifesteal talent, so she will lifesteal.
And there's a DD rune at the top of the river.
Double damage rune as well.
A juicy blueberry, I like to say. PyCat, I'm sure, is going to be salivating over here soon enough. There is still that deep vision from IG. So they've spot OpTic movement a bit. But it looks like OpTic are going to go back on the move. They leave the DD there, back for their PA friend. Oh man, I do not want to be in the path of PyCat when he has this rune now. Oh lordy.
400 damage. Let's see the crits. Ow! Oh! 2,000.
That Prowler, his family felt that one. All right, OpTic hoping to go for a big fight, to go for closure. IG frantic to just spread out the map as best they can. Yep. Bend off the pressure.
Also, he bought a butterfly, so extra evasion, and they got nothing to pierce it with. They have a solar crest, but you don't want to use it aggressively.
He gets the chilling touch. If they spot anything, a dagger could fly in and just do utter destruction. 3-3 heads to the high ground, providing a little bit of vision here. PyCat's Lincoln's going to get popped early from the track. Rockets out. The jump in from SRF. He pops the blade mail, but does not catch PyCat inside. They are going to manage to get the burst on the PyCat, and they wait for his return. Is PyCat going to be able to jump away from the trouble? No, he's looking to jump into the action. Finds his focus and takes down Aggressive right away. Aggressive with immediate buyback. OD able to narrowly slip, but CC&C goes to work. In the meantime, SRF does get obliterated on the side, but Baboka puts his sights onto Pycat. Will they be able to bring him down? They pepper him up with the magnetizer, drop of the hammer to go for the finish, and they can't quite get it done.
He handles him to cheese. So Pycat is full HP.
Oh, it comes back full, but they have everything ready for him. It looks like they may be able to bring him down, but Pycat wants to go down, fight, and takes it right back, and finishes off aggressive. It's a dieback for the Razor, and the racks are gonna go down.
Oh, what a play from CCNC. He just high-fived him to cheese.
Ah,
that's
another
a game,
kill.
definitely.
This could be it, and it is. OpTic Gaming do it in 2 games. It's 2-0s all day so far, as another Westerner is going to be able to pick this one up.
Peter Dagger, the Chinese Slayer, huh?
And a rematch from TI5 of Captains Peter versus